Hello flight simmers, hello captains, welcome back everyone to the channel, and very good morning from Dusseldorf airport. We are sitting here, it's even before 6 AM in the morning. You can see the sun is sneaking up behind the terminal over there. Also nice timing as this Air Berlin A320 taxis, and very cool stuff. Yeah, so guys, we are back in Microsoft Flight Sim, as you can easily tell. After our recent P3D videos, I figured it's about time to go back to Microsoft Flight Sim for a video. And today we want to check out a new scenery, which is Faro Airport, released by RDPresets. As always, these guys are super cool, and they have provided me with a copy of that airport, so I am super stoked to check it out. The recent airports they have developed are super nice, all of them very nice quality. Also I like the locations, sort of these, yeah, a lot of very cool holiday airports, not like these huge ones in each country, but still super interesting, nice airports. Yeah, so today we're gonna check out this one. We are flying online. I am not sure if any ATC is online here at the moment. We will figure that out in a second. And then also I want to mention the livery on this beautiful 737, which is the TUI blue livery. Very cool special livery for TUIfly, which I've been wanting to fly for a long time actually, but yeah, never really got the chance to do it. But here we are, and the fun thing is this livery is actually quite often operating on this very specific route from Dusseldorf down to Faro. So I think we have a very cool and a nice setup here today. Let's quickly glance around. Oh, that's nice. The sun coming up on the fuselage there. Very, very good stuff. So we have a good setting, and let's get to it. So here we are. We have the main light on, the panel light, but I think we don't need the dome light, right? I think it's gonna get quite bright quite quick now, so we should be fine. Let's do a couple of things. IRSs are aligned, that's very convenient. Seatbelts are on, we have the navigation lights on, that's looking good. So we can move on to the routing. The aircraft is loaded up already. We have 11.3 tons of fuel on board, and payload is 59.6 tons of zero fuel weight. The flight time is going to be 2 hours and 55 minutes down there, so quite a bit of a journey. Alternate will be Lisbon, which is conveniently half an hour away, so that's quite good. And let's do the normal flows like we always do. Let's get the route. I do have it saved, so I can request it. Here it is. That's working. Then we will give this a second to load in. Now I'm just checking what kind of... no, we don't have ATC. There's Langen radar online, but it's not covering Dusseldorf. But that's fine, of course. So we will move over to Unicom like that, and that's the routing. Very good. Okay, so departure. We are departing 23 left, and the departure route, I think they always use the Motor 1 kilo. 1 kilo. Let's check that. So that's the airport, 2 parallel runways. Departures always on 23 left or 05 right respectively, and landings always on the outer one. So we will depart 23 left, likely full length, Lima 1 or Lima 2, something like that. And then the departure is kind of cool, RMP departure. So we climb out heading 232 for roughly 3 miles, then a right hand turn, staying below 230 knots. Then following on this left-hand turn, maximum 250 knots, and Motro we need to be flight level 210 or above, and that's something we need to check if we can actually do that. I remember I once did this departure in a very heavy A321, and I was actually unable to meet the altitude constraint down there. Today we are not quite that heavy, so we should be fine, but nevertheless we need to Double check it in the FMC, of course. And the call sign is going to be 9 Echo Tango. Performance, I think we can request it first, although we will modify this, of course. It always needs a second. Load, execute. Okay, so what do we want to change? Cost index 18. I've planned for 36, a little bit faster. So that should be fine. Final reserves plus alternate is going to be 2.6. I have filed for level 350 initially, and cruise wind is going to be 259 at 46. And then transition out of Germany always 5,000 like that. Okay, for the arrival, I would just put in what we have on SimBrief, which is gonna be runway 28. So ILS Zulu runway 28 with the Genro arrival. Let's dial the gap T transition as well, and we will check it later on. There, of course, or not of course, but we already get a warning in there, so that's something we need to check out now. So initially 230 knots until 9:02. Then we have 250 knots. Wait, Delta Lima 90. Oh wow, I don't have these on the... That's interesting. Ah, it's all the intermediary waypoints, okay. And then mod route 210 above, and we are not able to make that like that because Gapno, which is 4 miles after that, 208. Okay, that's interesting, but I think we can keep the speed lower as well, so that should give us, that should get us there. That should not be an issue. Also, when it comes to the departure, we of course need to calculate that. Okay, so TopCat is giving me a takeoff 2 with a select temperature of 31. And that's gonna be a flap 1. I'm doing the speeds in a second. I'm just checking over here. Acceleration 3000. Okay, I like that. Reduction 1500. That's looking good to me. Okay, speeds 151, 153, and 157. Nice high speeds. I like it. So let's go 167. Let's do plus 10. Okay, then heading was 232. And since ATC is offline, let's go cruise level 350 for now. Okay, flight directors, auto throttle, VNAV, LNAV. Good stuff. Now let's fire up the APU. We're going to be very quick now due to no ATC controller online. We are roughly 100 feet. So that's that. I wonder, can we taxi out here? Oh, that's looking very nice. Early morning setting, I love it. Yes, I believe we can taxi straight out. Nice, that's even saving some more time. I think we're going to be very quick out of Dusseldorf this morning. Just checking, I hear some engines, but I don't see the other traffic. Or is it my own APU which is firing up? Might be. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's continue. Let's go ahead and make sure all the doors are closed, which is looking good. We now have the APU generators, APU bleed as well, so we have the packs. We can make sure to disconnect everything like that. FMC, Lex page, here. I want the takeoff page like that. Okay, let's do some checklists. Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen. Test 100%. Navigation, transfer, and display switches are normal and auto. Window heat coming on. Pressurization mode selector is auto 350. Flight instruments 089, 089. Then we have altimeters 1011, and that's 3 times. Parking brake is set, engine start levers are cut off. Pre-flight checklist is completed. Okay, fuel pumps, hydraulics, propede. We can now move straight ahead to the engine start. Very convenient. Let's tell GSX that we do not want to push back. And then we will run the before start checklist. Flight deck doors closed and locked. Fuel pumps, or fuel rather, we have, I don't know, 11 something tons on board. And we have all the pumps on. Passenger signs are on. Let's give them the chime. Windows are locked. MCP is set. V2 167 heading 232 and R2 350. We have CDU preflight complete. Rudder and aileron trim is free and 0. Taxi and takeoff briefing is complete. Anti-collision light is on. Yeah, taxi briefing not really complete yet, but we can do it in the second. Let's trim 6.3. Oh, that takes a while. But there we are, and then we can start to fire up. And the engine specs are coming off. Let's start with engine number 1. Okay, and same procedure for engine number 2.
Hello and welcome to your flight with TUI. Whether it's your first flight
Dusseldorf
or
traffic, Air Canada
taking a
258
look and listen,
signing up
we
for
trust you to the
departure.
magic of flying.
A 23 left
Your
Dusseldorf
seatbelt
traffic.
button whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Putting your seatbelt on is easy.
Okay, we have 2 gate engine starts. Those are coming to continuous. Yeah, TUI boarding or TUI safety instruction. I think it's for the British TUI, not really this German sound pack we have here, but never mind. Still kind of cool to have it. Okay, generators on. Packs are coming back to auto. This is coming to auto. APU bleed off. We have this to RTO, flap 1 system, no flight control check, so we will just check for full movement. And that looks good. And so we will run the,
Dusseldorf traffic, Air Canada 258 taking out runway 23 left, departure to the southwest.
Canada departure, very cool. Okay, TI only. Before taxi checklist, generators on, propede is on, anti-ice not required. Isolation with auto engine start switches continuous. Recall is checked. Auto brake RTO, engine start levers idle. Flight controls are checked. Ground equipment is clear. Let's go. Taxi and turn off lights. Let's get going. Oh, that's Air Canada 737. Holy cow. Wonder where he is off to. Okay guys, we're coming up to the runway. Let's get ready. We will put on the strobes. Fixed landing lights, so lights are set. Transponder is TARA. We have the traffic on the radar, if there is any. And then we are good to go. Okay, let's start the timer. Oh, before takeoff checklist, of course. Sorry, guys. Flaps are 1 green light. Stabilizer trim is set 6.3 units, and packs are on engines. Before takeoff checklist completed, let's go. Takeoff. Takeoff thrust. Checked. Ooh, 21 knots of wind, that's quite a bit. Checked. Wow, we won. Oh, did I set the wrong value for we won? I think I might have. Rotate. Oh, come on. Ooh. Oh, that was gusty.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. That was not so easy to keep it centered. But here we are climbing. Very cool stuff. Okay, so it's straight on for a little bit more. Auto brake, lights. Oh, shoot! I forgot APU. That was still on. Never mind. That's not a big issue. Okay, I'm looking to do some manual flying here. Okay, right hand turn. We're speeding up to 230 knots. Let's go flaps up. Very good stuff. Okay, so now my plan was to fly a little bit slower through those initial turns here, just to get us a little bit higher, and then maybe it will sort itself out, so we don't need to intervene in the flight plan. Okay, that's above 6,000 already. Let's go autopilot on. Command. Run the after takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds are on. Packs are auto. Landing gear is up, not off. I cannot do it since I have it on my yoke. And flaps are up, no light. After takeoff checklist completed. And so we are estimated to be not quite there, a little bit closer than before, but not quite. But I would just keep it at 250, passing through 10,000 for a little bit, and then this should definitely do the trick. Alright guys, that's that for the departure already. Very, very quick out of Dusseldorf today. And now we're just enjoying the sun on our way down to Faro. Catch you later.
Please ensure that your cabin bag is safely stored. Make sure your window blinds are up, seats are in upright position and your table trays are folded.
So, hey folks, welcome back. We are descending towards Faro, already below flight level 100. And yeah, we are setting ourselves up for an ILS approach into runway 28. I've actually switched to offline. We would have been unlucky with ATC, so I decided to go offline, have at least some static traffic down there, some AI traffic. So I think that makes the scene a little bit nicer instead of flying into an all empty airfield without ATC. And yeah, as you can see, weather absolutely beautiful, very nice, no cloud anywhere. I really love flying into Spain and Portugal and essentially all the countries which have received the world update. It just looks so amazingly real, in my opinion. This is like really where Microsoft Flight Sim shines, I would say. So yes, pretty standard, a little bit high on the profile. I did put out the speed brakes, although I really hate that they are have so little effect here on the 737. I can't believe this is true at all. So we are on full flight detent, and you can see it's basically stuck on our profile. We're not even getting any closer to the profile, so that's super odd. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah. So it's gonna be ILS approach into runway 28. We have a bit of variable wind. Let's check together. Meta Faro. 6 knots from 210, so a little bit of crosswind, but not much, only 6 knots of wind. Cabo K 27 degrees, 1015. Let's do that 1015 then. I think we can go to standard. I've selected flight level 70 for transition, so we're very close to that. Auto brake 3 is selected. It's a decently long runway, 2,500 meters. I can quickly show you what we are planning to do. So here's the airport, runway 28. We definitely want to take Romeo Golf for the exit, and yeah, that should be easily possible. And then we taxi down on Papa, somewhere in on Bravo, find a stand somewhere, wherever we like basically. And yeah, it's a normal ILS approach. Go around, passing 2000, turn left to Gimal, hold at 3000. So that's the plan, and other than that, yeah, 218 are minimums. So very straightforward stuff. Still, the airport is kind of cool, has a cool location here on the edge of the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, this is actually quite interesting. So they seem to have this sort of sandbank out in front, and then there's a bit more water, and then this mainland. Very interesting. I wonder how the airport blends in with that kind of surrounding. Okay, so let's see. We're slightly above a glide, which I am not a huge fan of, to be honest. Let's descend down there, 15 miles out. I don't know, it's very hard to slow down this aircraft. Can't believe it's that difficult in real life. And yeah, today we're doing flap 40, just because flap 30 is kind of a really high speed, 147. It's really super fast. So rather take a little bit slower, so also we don't get the brakes too hot. So 145 will be our final approach speed. Okay, let's arm approach mode. That should capture the localizer quite soon. Let's see, 282. And then we should be on glide slope. Come on. Catch the glide slope. Maybe it needs to get the localizer first. But yeah, right now we are spot on the profile. That's kind of cool. Can slow down, do flaps 1. Don't want to get too high again. There we go. Glide slope and localizer catcher at go around altitude 3000 is set. Let's go flap 5. And let's see, that's still full speed brakes. I'm thinking about dropping the gear very early here. What's our gear extension speed? Well, 270 knots. Okay, that's a lot. So that's easy. Yeah, speed is dropping now. In the meantime, let's do some lights. Those come to continuous. Ooh, now it's getting bumpy. Interesting. That should be fun. Flap 10, flap 15, gear down. And then I think we can arm the speed brakes like that. Okie dokie. So speed 145. 5 miles out. Flaps 25. Flaps 30. And then let's go flap 40 with this view. Wow, that's really a lot of flaps. Okay. Ooh, we're too slow. Landing checklist. Engine start switch is continuous, speed brake is armed, landing gear is down, and flaps are 40. Green light. Landing checklist is completed. So let's do some
1000.
Manual flying. Guess we're gonna need a lot of power to keep up the speed now. Wow, that's 77, 75% in one. Crazy. Okay, let's see. I believe I see 1 red, 3 whites. So now we're a bit fast and high. Ooh, nice yacht down there. That's a neat little boat.
300.
Okay, still too high. Are we really that high? Doesn't feel that high, to be honest.
Sync rate.
Yeah, checked.
100.
Okay, that's 50. I think we are on profile.
20. 10.
There we are. Ooh, a little bit rough. Come on. Reverse. Oh yeah, that touchdown was a bit rough there. I think there's a bit of an upslope in the runway as well. Okay, idle forward. Manual braking. And there we are. 2 hours and 50 minutes. Okay, let's do some cleanup stuff. Speed brakes, TA, lights. Start switches and strobes off. Looking good. Right, turning left into stand 442, and yeah, apparently this airport has this very special tarmac color, which has been implemented as well. That's kind of cool. We don't see that around too often. Yeah, nice neighborhood here. Lufthansa, Ryanair, all the fellow players, and yeah, I don't have a GSX config yet, so I think I need to eyeball it a little bit. I think around here should be fine. Okay, park brake, APU generators, killing engines, like that, and APU bleed. This comes open. Hydraulics probe window, fuel pumps, beacons, and seatbelt. That's that. Okay, and here we are, folks. Welcome once again to Faro, and also big thank you to the guys at RDPresets. They've created another very cool holiday destination. Also one which I've never had in P3D, so it's always kind of fun to check out these new airports where I've never flown to, and this is one of them. Very cool stuff, seems to blend in with the scenery, with the surrounding very, very well. Lots of stuff modeled here. So that could be fun. I can totally imagine coming here a bit more often, taking some holiday flights down here. Not sure if there's any kind of heavy aircrafts flying into Faro as well, but would be fun to check out, especially with the pending releases for heavy aircrafts for Microsoft Flight Sim. But yeah, that's that for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I hope I will see you on the next video as well. So take care, everyone, and see you next time. Bye bye.